Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the American Center Tashkent. Thank you for joining us here for this special edition of our Chai Chat. We are also streaming live on the American Spaces in Uzbekistan Facebook page and YouTube channel. My name is Ashley Bradway, and I'm an intern in the Public Affairs section here at the Embassy. It's an honor to join you today, and I'm as excited as I imagine you all are to hear from our guests this afternoon. So again, welcome to the American Center Tashkent. The ACT is a place where you can learn about the United States, access resources, learn about studies and exchanges, as well as enjoy some American culture. So today we are joined by the great American musical duo, Elissa and Gyasi Ross. Elissa and Gyasi Ross are a musical duo who perform a variety of American musical genres, including R&B, jazz, and bossa nova. The beautiful vocals of Elissa and the musical accompaniment of Gyasi Ross is a synthesis of many genres and their own musical style. During the pandemic, they gathered musicians around them and organized live broadcasts that attracted the attention of listeners around the world. Recordings of these broadcasts are still viewed by music lovers. Elissa and Gyasi Ross have their own individual achievements both in music and in television as a duet, and they carry the true spirit of American music around the world. Today we are also going to have the pleasure not only of hearing the band perform, but of hearing from them about their own experiences traversing and touring around the United States. So with that, I would like to introduce the members of the band. Elissa was inspired primarily by R&B, soul, jazz, and bossa nova. Her music is a unique blend of genres that creates an honest, textured sound with raw, heartfelt storytelling. She recently completed her nationwide Dreamboat Tour, during which she lived and traveled in a 30-foot Winnebago, playing 170 shows in 365 days. After the tour, Elissa relocated to Nashville, Tennessee. Elissa's music can still be heard on the Sony Picture television show LA's Finest, starring Gabriel Union and Jessica Alba, and the BCDF Pictures film Can You Keep a Secret, starring Alexandra Daddario, and the Hulu show Dollface, starring Kat Dennings and Brenda Song. Her song Evening was recently featured in the show Kung Fu on the CW. Singer-songwriter Gyasi Ross blends hip-hop and R&B soul vocals with an acoustic guitar, delivering a truly unique sound that could be described as acoustic hip-hop. In 2015, Ross earned a publishing deal with Emmy-winning songwriter Bob Hartree at Cat Beach Music and released his latest album, If You Really Knew Me. The buzzworthy album features standout tracks, including She and All in Your Head, among others. Gyasi Ross has opened for national acts such as The Method Man and Brett Dennen, was a regularly featured performer in last year's LA Counter Summer Concert Series, and has performed at notable events, including the TED Conference. Born in San Francisco and raised in Los Angeles, Ross learned his craft from legends, including Marvin Gaye, musical director Nolan Shaid, and The Tonight Show guitarist Gary Bell. Ross holds a Bachelor of Arts in Jazz Performance from San Francisco State University and released his debut album, By Any Means, in 2011. So with that, I'm going to transition over to the band so they can start with their performance and then proceed to their presentation.
Hello, everyone. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm going to play a song that I did not write this song, but you might recognize it. So, all right. At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song. Oh, yeah, yeah, at last. The skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped up in clover. The night I looked at you, I found a dream that I could speak to, a dream that I can call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill that I never known. Oh yeah, you smile. Oh, but then the spell was cast, and here we are in heaven. For you are mine at last.
Wow.
Thank you. So yeah, that song is by Etta James, who's an American singer-songwriter from Los Angeles originally, but she did a lot of performing in Nashville, Tennessee, which is where I live now. So yeah.
That was beautiful. So I'd love to hear more about your experience in the United States if you would like to talk to.
Yeah. So yeah, I spent 1 year living in a big RV, basically a bus. It was 30 feet long, which I don't know how many meters that would be. Do you know the conversion?
I don't. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I lived in a big bus, and I had a car behind the bus, so it was towed, which made traveling easier in big cities, because obviously driving around with a big bus in a big city is not easy. So yeah, I played 170 shows in 365 days, and I booked everything myself. So I played a lot of different kinds of shows. So the picture on the right, I'm playing a show in a coffee shop, and that was in Wyoming. So yeah, I guess I can just keep scrolling here. Yeah. Okay. This is another performance. So sometimes I performed by myself, and other times I performed with a band. So this is a time I performed with a band in Boston, Massachusetts. And Boston is on the east side of the United States. And I'm not sure if do you want like questions or anything?
Would you prefer? We're planning to do a question and answer after you give your presentation, but if you're more comfortable, perhaps you can ask us.
Yeah, if you want to ask any questions as I go, feel free to ask. But yeah, this was in Boston, Massachusetts, and my band, they all live in California, so they actually visited me in Boston for this show, because they could not come with me on the bus for the whole year. All right, so let's see. Yeah, so I played a lot of different types of shows in many different places. So like this show is in like a bar venue kind of place. There's probably like 30 to 50 people there. And this show was in someone's house in their backyard or front yard. And so I just put everything out, all my own equipment, and then parked the bus in the back there. So that was a smaller show, at someone's house, and they had friends come. It was probably about 20, 30 people. So, oh yeah, many different shows with many different people. So those are just a few selfies with all of the different people I played with. So I think the one on the left is in New Orleans, Louisiana. The middle one is in, where is that? I think that was in Illinois, so near Chicago, Illinois. And the last one was in Texas. Yeah. So many different states. I went to 36 states. Yeah. 36 states. And it was not perfect. So this happened a lot, actually. So yeah, if you ever want to travel in a bus, remember to save money before you go, because there was a lot of breakdowns. So obviously, yes, having a big bus or a vans can be a little bit easier. Vans break down also, but having an RV is much more work. So on the right, that's anyone know where that is?
Times Square.
Yes, Times Square. Yeah.
New York City.
New York City. Yes. So that was very exciting. We did not drive the bus there. We left the bus at a friend's house who lives like an hour outside of New York, and then took the metro in. And then on the left side is a totally different state. Anyone want to guess where that was?
Texas?
No, not Texas, but close. Kind of close. It was where, does anyone know where Yellowstone National Park is?
It's Tennessee?
No, not Tennessee. It's
Nevada?
Close to Nevada. It's like in north, a little bit north. It's in Wyoming.
Wyoming.
Yeah, Wyoming. I think it shares a border with other states.
Yeah, it does.
Wyoming and I'm looking at the map over there. I think other ones, but yeah, Wyoming, maybe Idaho or Montana.
Yeah,
too.
Montana. That's
Yeah.
What it is. Yeah, Montana.
And maybe the Dakotas.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think Wyoming is the least populated state. I just read that in the United States. So that's the least amount of people. Oh, that's another picture with the band. That was in New York City. So that was a lot of fun. My band, that was the same trip. My band came to visit in Massachusetts and then New York City. This was more ways to play shows. In the United States, a lot of people do this. It's called busking. Do people do that here in Tashkent?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to go watch and see. So this was actually in Colorado, in a town called Boulder. So it's a university town. There's a lot of college students there. So a lot of people busking on the street. So, and then this was also, sometimes I recorded music outside on the road. This was actually when the RV broke down and I had nothing else to do. So this was actually in Arizona, in a very, very small town in Arizona that was famous for a song called Take It Easy, which is a Eagles the Eagles song. It has a line in the song that says standing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona. So that was in Winslow, Arizona, because the bus broke down in Winslow, Arizona. So it was very funny. But I recorded a song there. And I think this is the last slide. But so this was just more part of the touring process. To obviously social media, really important to keep people involved and let people know what I was doing. So on the left, I'm recording inside of the van or the bus. So I had a series every Monday, and I called it Motorhome Music Monday. So every Monday, I recorded a song, a video performing a song. Usually a cover song, so a song by someone else. So that was me recording. And then that picture on the right is a social media post. It was from a show in Portland, Oregon. So that was a good show with, I played a show with a lot of other bands. So yeah, that was in Portland, Oregon. I think that's the last slide. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, thank you.
Loved hearing about it. Would you guys like to continue for your performance, and then we can circle back to questions and answers?
Sure, yeah. All right, so we can do you want one song, two songs? One?
One, and then Q&A, and
Maybe one
And
more.
then if there's time,
One.
yeah.
Okay, great. All right. So this one is a song that I wrote, and it's called Chaos. Yeah. Let's do it. Okay. 1, 2. Let's throw up our sails so we can catch the wind. Nothing ahead but smooth sailing. No tidal waves, no hurricanes. Miles of blue, endless summer days. You take your words, I'll take mine. Together we can turn back time. Offer your hands, offer my heart. Smooth sailing from the start. King and queen of chaos, ain't it true? 1 minute fire, the next minute blue. Maybe we just need a decade or two so I can be me and you can be you. Oh, you and me, fight tooth and nail. We've got a smooth way to sail. Easy to come, harder to go, but we're better off alone. You take your words, I'll take mine. Together we can turn back time. Offer your hands, offer my heart. Smooth sailing from the start. King and queen of chaos, ain't it true? 1 minute fire, the next minute blue. Maybe we just need a decade or two so I can be me and you can be you. Me encanta la locura. Yo soy yo, tú eres tú. Woo, 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 woo. King and queen of chaos, ain't it true? 1 minute fire, the next minute blue. Woo, 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 woo. Maybe we just need a decade or two so I can be me. You can be.
That was excellent. So now we're going to move on to your question and answers session. So if you have any questions, please raise your hand. I'll call on you and the band can answer. We're also going to be accepting questions from the live stream. So does anybody want to start? Yeah.
So there was a line from another language. So
Oh,
which
yeah.
language was it?
Yes. So Spanish. I speak Spanish also. So I love listening to Latin music. I really like Brazilian music, which is in Portuguese, but I can sing a few songs in Portuguese too. So the line in this song was in Spanish, and it was "Me encanta la locura," which means I love the chaos. And yo soy yo, tú eres tú means like I am me and you are you. So it's like yeah, I'm not going, or maybe I'm not going to change and you're not going to change. Yeah. Yeah.
Any more questions? Over here.
When did you notice that you have talent to playing music?
Oh. I guess I always loved singing, and I always wanted to sing, but I was very shy and very nervous to sing in front of anybody. So I think when I was little, I always loved to sing, but it was always in secret, like nobody and with no one else. So it wasn't until I think I was 23, 24, that I started to sing in front of people. And I'm 33 now. So 23 is about when I started to perform out and go to open mics. And that was when I met Gyasi. Actually, I met Gyasi around the time when I started writing my own songs too. So it took a while, but yeah.
It's music. It's your relaxation. Are enjoyable. It's if you are to record your new songs
Mm-hmm.
and are this deal your hobby, and I mean that if you have the free time, you can play the guitars and
Yeah.
your relaxations.
Yeah, well, yeah, I do music for both my career and as a hobby. So I make, like, I have a few different jobs and different ways of living, being able to live from my music. So but it's not easy. But it's a career choice, but it takes time to get there. But I also love it, and so it's kind of both like a hobby and a career.
I'm going to take the two questions over here, then I'll return to the crowd. So where can we find your songs? Are they on YouTube?
Yes, I have a YouTube. It's just, if you search my name, Elissa Sun, it's on YouTube. If it's just spell it, it's ELLISASUN. And
The second question is, who inspired you to start a career in music?
Oh, my sister actually inspired me a lot. My sister is a comedian, so she's a writer, a comedy writer, and she's brilliant. So she's older than me, and she has a career in the entertainment industry. So I think my sister, she believed in me, and kind of when I was around 22, 23, starting out, she kind of pushed me and encouraged me to try to sing and try to pursue more. But yeah, I think in terms of my people who are close to me, it was my sister, but I also have a lot of like artist inspirations too. But yeah.
Thank you. Is that a question over here?
Yeah. Would you like listening most? I mean, you might have your favorite singers or musicians. Who are they?
Yeah. Oh, yes. I have so many. Some of my favorite artists are, well, Leon Lahavas, but she's kind of indie, I think. She's not super famous, but she's from the UK. But I think I grew up listening to like a lot of R&B and like Lauryn Hill and Alicia Keys.
Yes, and this famous Empire State, this New York. This,
Oh, yeah, Empire State of Mind.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Her first, Alicia Keys' first album came out, I think 1990. I don't know, 1995, and I think it was one of the first CDs I bought when I was little, and I wanted to learn how to play the piano like her, and then what are some other ones? I mean, like Aretha Franklin and I mean Beyonce, obviously. I grew up listening to Destiny's Child and that kind of music too. So, yeah.
Do we have any more questions from the crowd right now?
What do you do when you lost your motivation? When you lost?
Oh, wow. That's a good question. Well, that one's hard. I think it's important when if you're an artist and you lose your motivation, sometimes it's important to leave what you're doing for a little bit and go get inspired by another kind of art. So for me, I really like dancing. So I got a really, I think sometimes it's hard to stay motivated, especially the last 2 years with COVID have been hard for artists, especially. So one thing I did to get out of my head was dancing, salsa dancing. So I learned how to do that. So that was really fun. But sometimes if I lose my motivation, finding new artists to listen to also can be really helpful because it inspires me. If I find a new artist that I haven't heard of before, it can be really inspiring too.
And then I saw a question over here.
Yes. Yeah. Can you play another musical instruments?
Yeah, I can play piano. Yeah. And piano, I can, for some reason, I don't really write songs on the piano. I mostly write the songs on guitar. But piano was actually my first instrument. So I took lessons as a child, but just piano. Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it easy or comfortable to live and travel in RV?
In what?
In RV, you said bus or RV?
Oh, is it easy?
Yeah, easy or comfortable.
Oh, well, um, I living in the RV was actually pretty easy. Like the space, um, because I don't need that much stuff. I think some people maybe they need more space, but there's a lot of ways to be creative with your space and storage. So I was able to have enough space, and it was okay. I think it was more just the thing that was hard was the stress of the breakdowns, like when the RV broke down. Because especially if I was on a schedule and I was trying to make a show, and if it broke down, I had to cancel, and things like that can happen. But living in the RV really wasn't that bad. Yeah, you adapt after a while.
On a related note, we have a question about why and how did you decide to go on a trip through the U.S.?
Yeah, why? I think it was something that I always wanted to do. I mean, it's a dream come true. So it's just, I feel really grateful that I was able to do it. I also was very, I was living in California at the time before, and I was very, the city that I was living in, San Francisco, I was living in, it's very difficult to live there as an artist because it's very expensive. So I was ready for a change. So I did a lot of research about like the cost of living in an RV, and also negotiating deals for shows and making enough to survive and to live. So it was kind of something I wanted to do for myself for 1 year. So lots of research, lots of preparation. And yeah, it was something I always wanted to do. Yeah.
Are you traveling to your team to the abroad under United States? It's different countries. I mean, it's from the Europe and the China and other countries.
Yeah, traveling to other countries.
Yeah, yes, it's a live concert. And
Oh.
Carry your plan around in other countries.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I want to. I want to, but I have played in Brazil. I went to Brazil in 2017, and I played 2 shows there. But I haven't done any other touring in other countries, but I want to. Yeah.
What about Tashkent? Are you going to play here? Also.
Yeah. We're playing a show tomorrow.
Yeah, at the high.
Where?
Well, I think it's at the. Is it open?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay, never mind.
We're playing on the morning show.
Oh yeah, we're playing. We're going to be on the morning TV show tomorrow, so you can see us tomorrow.
Which channel is it?
Zor TV at Taraftan Salon.
So we'll be on that. Yeah.
And we have a radio interview at Uzbekistan Taronası at 11. There will be some quizzes and some gifts from us. So please welcome to join. And we have one more visiting to American centers in Karshi and summer camp in Samarkand in Samarkand State Foreign Language University. So we have enough in our schedule, but not public concerts for this time. Hope we will can do this this time.
Next time.
Well, if you'd like to hear from them again, perhaps they can play another song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. We can play another song.
Pass.
Yeah.
I don't think it's not.
Yeah, we can do past. Okay. So yeah, this song is a song. I write a lot of songs about love, so the good and the bad and everything. And this is a song kind of like inspired by the bossa nova kind of music that I like. Don't leave my bed. No, don't you dare. Stay here instead. Got skin to bear. All this commotion, it ain't for you, nor for me. Just quiet your thoughts between my sheets. When the days they feel so long and the nights go on and on, when the days they feel so long, list the things you've got to do, but I'll keep you here past noon. It don't matter if it's winter or it's June. I'll keep you here past noon. Phone on silent, let's tone it down. I am hell-bent on keeping you around. All of this city noise, it ain't for us. Just quiet your thoughts, don't let your edges get rough. When the days they feel so long and the nights go on and on, when the days they feel so long, list the things you've got to do, but I'll keep you here past noon. It don't matter if it's winter or it's June. I'll keep you here past noon. I'll keep you here past noon.
Thank you so much. Seeing that we're running short on time, we can move on to our next bit of this event, which we're going to do a little quiz, and you have the opportunity to win some merch, and you guys can get involved as well. And then perhaps maybe we could take one of your famous selfies together.
Oh, yes, I would love
before we
to.
leave.
Yeah.
Let me just pull up some questions. So what we're going to do is all U.S. trivia. So we'll ask you a question and then raise your hand. Raise whoever. I don't want people shouting out so that we don't know who says what first. So I guess raise your hand. We'll call on the first person with their hand up. If you answer right, you'll get a prize. And we can just take turns asking questions. I just have a list of questions here, and you can just choose whatever question you like. So, so I'll just start. So when was the Declaration of Independence adopted? Does anybody know that? You can go here.
July 1st.
Yes. Do you know the year?
Can I,
Can I?
1076.
That is correct. So, yes. And then, are they over here? Oh, perfect. And then you can choose what question you want, and I'll go hand this out.
Okay.
Of course. There you go. Oh no, did I interrupt the live stream? Okay. Thank you.
Can do the next one.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Name a state where you will find Hollywood and Silicon Valley.
The rest?
California?
California?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, sure, yeah. Where is the Statue of Liberty located? Let's go back there.
Yeah.
Great.
Keep passing it around. Let's see. What is the capital of the United States? We'll go. Washington, D.C. Yes, it was over here.
Okay. Okay. Name 3 national U.S. holidays. 3 national U.S. holidays.
Thanksgiving Day, Christmas, Independence Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
What are the 2 major political parties in the United States?
Repeat.
One more time.
What are the 2 major political parties in the United States?
Can I? Democrats and the Republican.
True.
Yes.
Okay. Why does the flag have 50 stars? We'll go over here.
It represents 50 states of America.
That is correct.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Okay. Did we do when do we celebrate Independence Day?
Yes, we did that
We
one.
did that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready to go this time though.
Why does the flag have 13 stripes?
Can I answer?
Does anybody else know?
Because
When?
Yeah.
No? No?
12 while then green.
blue and
12.
Isn't it because the flag was drawn by 13-year-old boy? Huh?
Oh.
No, but that's a cool answer.
No?
No.
I mean this stripes means this blues and the killing during the war. This American word is a national word, and white is a peace. And seal is a peace. The white color, and the
Question about why it's 13.
Why
About the
it's
number.
13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the color.
About the numbers. So,
So it's because they represent the 13 original colonies. Yes.
Maybe do one more question.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, name the largest state.
Largest state.
Go in the back here.
Yeah. What is it? Alaska? Yeah.
I thought it was Texas.
Okay, so now we can try to take a picture. I don't know how you all want this set up.
I'll stand from here in front of the screen. This way, looking this way, but be careful, please, with the wires, okay?
Okay. Oh, right. Yeah.
I already made that mistake.
maybe we can stop off that.
Huh?
Right, maybe still stop. And we can say something for our live audience.
I'd like
Just say
Yeah.
bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you
Yeah.
for
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.